Hi, this is Srinivasan Ramanujam, founder and CEO of Career Mudra. So today in this session, we are going to discuss about how to write a content, very easily, very to readable content. This is what a lot of digital marketer, lot of bloggers, they are expecting. You know, I mean, most of the entrepreneurs, most of the personal brand owners, whoever thinks of creating a content over the internet or any other digital platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or any other social media, right? Even on the YouTube, so for that matter. So they are keep on telling, keep on asking questions on how to write a content very effortlessly. So this is what uh, you know I mean, the younger generation are also, and not only the younger generation, whoever comes to this platform and would like to expand their followers, the user base, the follower base, they would like to attract through their content. They have a content maybe, but they may not have the exposure how to write a good content with effortless reading, because whoever can write the content, but it has to be read by the audiences, right? That is the most important thing on the digital platforms. uh, yeah, I would like to say, I mean, if you just type in Google search engine, how to write a good, content writing, uh, you can see number of videos, number of blogs. You will get so much ideas saying that top 3 content writing ideas, top 5 content writing ideas, top 7, top 10, top 100, top 50. And it goes on. There are so many people are writing, right? But what I follow, I mean, this is my idea. uh, there is only one thing, in a content writing. First we have to think what we are going to write. This is what is important. Even if you think that there is so much, I mean, the body of text, the procedures, a rule book, there is no rule book, I would say. In digital platform there is no rule book, right? There is no rule book. I mean, there is no rule, there is no procedure. Even if you have a procedure, if you break the procedure, if you break the rule, so you will become one of the important content writer in this platform. First, I mean, first of all, we need to understand one thing. In any work, in any the first step is very important. Any business for that matter, any entrepreneurial journey for that matter, people always will think, will get confused while starting any kind of a business, any kind of the first step, right? So where to start, how to start, why we need to start, first of all. Those kind of questions will lead into a lot of challenging environment further, right? So what I would suggest for all these content marketers especially, they want to place they wanted to position themselves as a content marketer in digital marketing. They have to think. This is the only thing. They have to think and then act. Very simple. So there are so many ways, how to interpret things, how to start a conversation first. Because literally, blogging or content writing or email writing, whatever it is, everything is just a conversation. Even if you are writing a letter to your email, I would suggest, I would say, to your manager or to your boss, or whoever it is, in any environment for that matter, right? If you starting something, literally you are starting a conversation first of all. isn't it? So this is, this is happening because we are first, thinking to, speak within ourselves, or we listen our thought process first and then put it in a writing. So are you, going for any kind of a personal training for, writing an email to your boss, or to your manager, or your reporting manager, or reporting person, whoever it is, or whoever people, people who are reporting to you? Are you going for any kind of a particular training? No, right? So you are just, thinking, you are just putting it forward, you are writing just, whatever you think. So it is a practice again. It is a practice. So whatever you are thinking, you are just putting, in a writing. So just write as you think. Just write as you talk. Right? You can start the conversation easily, and then once you, just, from the starting itself, you can just go through one by one, line by line, whether all the things are, correctly coming up. Don't worry about any grammar mistakes, no worries about any punctuations, nothing to worry. All these things, it will come up. First of all, you should understand one thing, right? Whatever you are writing, the message, whatever you are thinking, it has to convey. And while reading, you are, by audience, think you are an audience. After writing any kind of 200 words or 300 words or 100 words or 50 words, just read it aloud by yourself. It has to be understood. You have to understand, first of all, whether you write, whatever you wrote, you understood, or you got the message from you, right? So this the similar kind of a mindset the user or the followers or the audience will have while, reading all the, the content on your email, or, or on your blog, or in your message. It has to convey the right message. There should not be any confusion. So, no worries about, you should follow the content writing should be like this, content writing should be like, that, and you have to follow the 5 steps or 7 steps, or you have to follow this many number of things. Don't, think all those things. First, think what you wanted to write. No worries about all the procedures or rule book, how to write a content, how to write an email, how to write a message. No worries about that. Okay. So this is where, we need to focus on. This comes by a practice. So, whoever is starting, by first, it is not, 100% correct, or it is not 100%, perfect. Even ourselves, the human beings, are not 100% perfect, right? Think about that. So we will improve, one by one, stage by stage. So the first thing is you have to think, and then you need to act upon it. So if you are not acting upon it, or if you are not trying it, if you are not giving it a try, then the blame is on you, right? Don't blame anything else. Don't blame the process. Don't blame any rules. Don't blame that, I don't know English, writing English in grammatical way. No worries, nothing. You have to give it a try, right? Even, some bloggers are saying that, how do I start a blog? And even, how to, can I get a customers? Can I get an audience to read this blog? So what have you tried by yourself? This is what the other questions I would ask. Have you tried, first of all? So you have to try it, and then you have to say, okay, this many mistakes I have done, or this many things, I have learned. Not mistakes, you are learning, right? This is the learning process. So you have to, if you are loving it, then you have to give it a try. Then just start, learning things slowly, and everything, give it a try. Not blaming process, not blaming tools, not blaming other things, other stuffs. No, the problem is where to start, how to start, and why we need to start. First of all, these questions you have to ask and come, arrive at a point. You have to start somewhere. You have to act upon it. So, for anything for that matter, with respect to the content writing, you have to think and put it in a words. Very simple. No worry, don't worry about any kind of grammars, or the English language, the vocabulary, the other stuff. What do the other people will think? No, they are not thinking like what you think, because you are an expert, right? Are you an expert? Yes, we are. And everyone are experts. If you are doing something, you are thinking, something to start, right? You are an expert. So you are different from others, right? So, I would say the first thing and the foremost thing, don't follow any kind of a rule. The first thing is you have to think and act to write whatever you think. Very simple. All the best. Thank you so much.